Hey guys, we're already on our 10th episode of Season 2's Vega411. I have a lot of great projects to talk about on this episode, some great live performances you're going to see me in, and also a film that's coming out in January. So let's talk a little bit more on that on this episode of Season 2 Vega411 because we're counting down the finale episode. Let's go! Welcome back to an all-new episode of Vega411 Season 2. Alright guys, so we just made it to the 10th episode of this season. And in this episode, we're going to discuss a little bit more about me, Jesse Vega, on a lot of upcoming projects that's happening for the rest of November and going into next year. So, but before I begin, I just want to also give a great big shout out and a great big thank you to a lot of the family and friends that have supported Vega411, has also liked a lot of the episodes and also shared it on their pages. So far, episode 4 was the first episode that already hit over 100 views on me talking about my top 5 picks in music, and I'll continue doing a little bit more on that as we go along for the rest of the season when it ends, okay? So thank you so much for doing that. A little bit more is basically, we're already on our second season, and as always, we do a couple of episodes of the runs on, as of now, and then I take a break and brainstorm and start doing a little bit of more ideas on what I want to talk about for the rest of the seasons that's going to come out and finish off for season 2. So right now, it's November 10th. Of this episode, and we'll be back on December 1st, and all through the month of December we're just gonna count down to just the 5 leftover episodes for this season because we're already counting down for the season finale. And I know it's sad, but don't worry because we will be back again for the spring in February, but I'll talk to you a little bit more about when we come back for season 3. A little bit more basically November. So basically in this month of November, throughout, I believe in August or September, I was negotiating a deal with this LGBT organization, which is called Our Youth. And basically they do a lot of organization, a lot of great outreach performances. They do a lot of funding. They don't take any money from anybody, but they mostly fund for mostly trying to create a cause for HIV awareness and AIDS, on building enough money to find a cure for that, or as well bringing a scholarship for one LGBT student into college. So they do a lot of these outreach performances and a lot of funding for a lot of people. You see a lot of great entertainers that get to perform. I did a performance for them in July for the Our Youth Diversity Group, and they was in talks and they really was enjoying my personality and the way I commanded the stage. And the co-founder, which his name is Rob D. Anthony, they also check him out on my Facebook, and I'll post a little bit more on the links on that later on today. He was talking to a lot of his peoples and organization on being on the next. They do this pageant called the Mr. and Mrs. Gay Jersey City, and every year they always have a new contestant running in the line for representing not only the youth organization for Jersey City, but also as well as New York. And they also get to do a lot of touring events and promos for certain clubs and certain venues in different states or parts of the United States and the world. And they had talks with me, and they started to sit down when they had a meeting with me in September, and they thought of considering me as the next Mr. Gay Jersey City. So with that said, on November 29th, they're having this big gala event on Jersey City, and they're also representing a lot of great people that also represented the community, represented the LGBT diversity group on Our Youth in Jersey, and they're representing me as this coming 2015 Our Youth Mr. Gay Jersey City. So you heard it here on Vega411 that for the 2015, you heard it here. The Mr. Gay Jersey City is going to be all honored by me, yours truly, Jesse Vega, also known as J-Ho, but Jesse from the block. So mark your calendars, November 29th is going to be in Jersey City. You can also check it out on the event as well as Our Youth. And if you want to purchase your tickets, because I know the tickets already for the pre-sales already done, so you can't really purchase your tickets as of now, but you can purchase a full table. There's a couple of more full tables that's available And it's $15 before, before November 5th. Now it's not $15, but it's $20 at the door. And if you know somebody that's going to perform on the gala, you can also get a free ticket, only one per person, as well as, $15 if you already did all that for the due date. So you already know, November 29th, I'm going to be performing at our youth diversity for the AIDS is a Drag, Wrap It Up. And you can check that more on my event page, okay? Also, after November 29th, there's also going to be a Christmas Spectacular show, which will be my first headlining show for our youth, Mr. Gay Jersey City. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more on that as we get a little bit closer, because I know I had a meeting last week and they were talking about it for November 30th. So also mark your calendars. November 30th is going to be at in Christopher Street at the Stonewall Inn. So that's where I'll be performing for my first headline show as Mr. Gay Jersey City. So we got November 29th for the AIDS is a Drag Wrap It Up Gala, as well as the holiday show of me on my first headline show. So I just also want to say thank you so much for Rob D'Anthony, as well as Neil Hall Richards as the previous Mr. Gay Jersey City of 2014. I am very honored and blessed for you considering me as the next Mr. Gay Jersey City of 2015 to represent not only the community and the organization, but represent me as a performer as a whole. And I can't wait to make you guys proud, and also my family and friends to come also see me. So make sure you come to that. Also, I also promoted an event, which I'm doing a film that's coming out. And it's coming out on January 9th, and it's called One Moment. It's basically about this character named Mark. He goes through these basically past events on him trying to figure out certain fidelity that he's went through of having sex with a lot of multiple people. It's a very great, important film, especially for the community on HIV and AIDS awareness, where he comes to find out that just that one moment that he made a mistake in his whole life on having so many sexual encounters with different men, and the different men that he had messed around with. I don't want to give you too much a little bit on the film, but all I can tell you is it's a great film. It's going to come out on January 9th. It's a drama, and I worked on it like 2 years ago, and it's finally coming out. So make sure you mark your calendars. January 9th, 2015. One Moment. It's a great film. You're going to really enjoy it, and I can't wait for all my friends and family to see it. Make sure you see it. And also, before I wrap it up, I want to say thank you for supporting Vega411. We're counting down the season finale. Make sure you tune in on December 1st. We're coming back again for episode 11 all the way to the 15th episode run. So thank you guys for supporting me and for supporting Vega411. You already know, mark your calendars. November 29th, AIDS is a Drag, Wrap It Up. Make sure you get those tickets. Come to Jersey City. The link is going to be down below, and all that great stuff, as well as the tickets information on the website. November 30th is the holiday show. Excuse me, the holiday show. And also, the season finale of Vega411 is coming out at the end of December. That and a new film that's in January 9th called One Moment. Thank you guys for supporting Vega411. I'm so excited for you guys being here with me. It's what's going on, Vega411. Thank you guys. See you on December 1st. Oh, and before I go, I just forgot one more thing. A couple of weeks ago, I was working with a good friend of mine, a JLover. His name is Edgardo Luis Rivera. We was going door to door to just get a lot of signatures for the Jennifer Lopez way to get her a campaign of street name. So also make sure you watch that. After this episode, it's going to be like a separate video episode. Make sure you watch that part also. It's a very important part, and as well as the JLovers to support that. Make sure you get as many signatures as possible. The Jennifer Lopez way, getting her a street name on Black Rock Avenue on Castle Hill. Thank you, Edgardo Luis Rivera, for having me to help you all on this campaign. I really appreciate it. I support you all the way, as well as the JLovers. So thank you guys so much. I gotta go. Vega411. Bye.